These days, sustainability has become a buzzword in the asset management community. But the Eskom Pension and Provident Fund says it's not just paying lip service to the concept, but genuinely investing in sustainable projects with pension fund members' resources. It says it looks at getting reasonable returns on its investments while weighing the socio-economic risks and costs of their investments. They've gone big on infrastructure investment, venturing into transport financing, healthcare, education, renewable energy, and a lot more. Given their size, they've been able to invest something in the order of 10 billion rand on infrastructure. But they say they want to help facilitate smaller pension funds to get in on the game.
So we believe you can pool resources into a vehicle that enables smaller pension funds to get exposure to infrastructure, attract the social dividends, but also have liquidity, can address the liquidity requirements, but access the skills pools that typically reside in large pension funds like ourselves. We can de-risk projects, we can create greater funding for infrastructure projects, and ultimately make the impact in South African economy that's urgently required as well.
Smaller retirement funds have also started to invest in the infrastructure space to contribute to the positive social and economic outcomes in given communities. The Transport Sector Retirement Fund, which manages the funds of largely truck drivers, says collaborating with big pension funds like the Eskom Pension and Provident Fund is of significant benefit, given their past experience in investing in infrastructure.
The EPPF, they've been doing this for years. So for us as smaller funds is to learn from them, not to the mistakes that they've learned, and where they have made good strides, and also where the opportunities for us would be, where we would find a sweet spot, not to repeat the same mistakes that they have done, and also to get even more information about how these asset classes behave, because we know that they are important to have in our portfolios as they are, inflation hedge asset. It is an inflation hedging asset, and they provide sustainable real return.
Top of mind for the retirement fund industry as a whole is the forthcoming two-pot pension fund system, which will allow South Africans to access a third of their pension fund. Pension funds are having to get administratively and financially ready for the eventuality. But tapping onto retirement funds will have an impact on what one finally takes home come actual retirement.
Yes, we do anticipate many more claims, but the claims amounts are limited or smaller values, but it does require liquidity in the portfolio that we are preparing for. At the same time, we believe that it will need sufficient and adequate communication and financial education to members to understand the loss of compounding impacts and what that would mean for their future retirement.
The conference was also focused on the industry doing its part to ensure that the sector is more diversified from a personnel perspective, with emphasis on bringing more qualified women into the financial management space. Nompumelelo Siziba, SABC News, Johannesburg.